Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. When you think of teeth, what comes to mind? The terrifying rows of a great white shark? The razor-sharp bite of a piranha? Or maybe the bone-crushing power of a T-Rex? For as long as we can remember, we've associated teeth with one primary purpose: eating. But what if I told you that before all of that, the very first teeth in the animal kingdom had a completely different and far more delicate job? They weren't for chewing. They were for feeling. Let's travel back in time, over 465 million years ago, to the Cambrian and Ordovician periods. The oceans were a chaotic, teeming soup of new and bizarre life, a truly intense predatory environment. In these primordial waters swam our earliest vertebrate ancestors. But they weren't the apex predators we might imagine. Many of these jawless creatures were covered in a kind of body armor made of tiny, tooth-like bumps called odontodes. For a long time, scientists thought this armor was just for protection, or maybe to help with swimming. But recent groundbreaking research has uncovered their true purpose. These external teeth were part of a complex sensory network. A 2025 study in the journal Nature revealed that these odontodes were made of dentine, the exact same sensitive living tissue that lies just beneath the enamel of our own teeth. This means that the jarring sensitivity you feel when you sip a cold drink isn't a design flaw. It's an echo from a time when our distant, fishy ancestors used their skin to feel their way through the world. The story gets even more interesting when we look at the first true teeth found inside a mouth. These belong to the conodonts, an extinct group of eel-like, jawless vertebrates. For decades, we only knew they existed from their microscopic, toothy fossils. The assumption was that hard teeth must have evolved for aggressive hunting. But when scientists studied the most primitive conodont teeth, they found something baffling. No signs of wear and tear. No evidence of crushing or grinding hard prey. It turns out, these early conodonts were likely gentle filter feeders, consuming plankton. So why develop hard teeth at all? The evidence again points to sensation. These early cone-shaped teeth likely formed a sophisticated sensory array inside the mouth, capable of detecting pressure, vibrations, and maybe even the chemical traces of nearby organisms. For an animal navigating murky prehistoric waters, this ability to sense its immediate environment would have been a game-changer. This innovation, a mouth that could feel, was the spark that ignited a planetary evolutionary arms race. An animal that could not only grasp, but also feel its prey with precision had a massive advantage. It could deliver a more effective, targeted bite. This pushed prey animals to develop thicker shells and stronger armor. And in response, predators evolved even better ways to penetrate those defenses. This is what paleontologists call the outside-in hypothesis. The genetic toolkit used to create sensory bumps on the outside of the body was repurposed to create sensitive teeth on the inside. As jaws evolved, having these pointy, sensory organs near the mouth was a huge plus for capturing prey. Over millions of years, they moved permanently inside, specializing into the complex molars, incisors, and canines we know today. But they never fully gave up their original job. At the core of each of your teeth is the pulp, a soft tissue rich with nerves and blood vessels. This is your tooth's direct link to the brain, giving you the incredible ability to detect pressure, temperature, and pain. When you bite down on an olive pit by mistake, that instant reflexive release of pressure is your ancient sensory network screaming, "Stop!" It's a protective mechanism with roots 500 million years old. So, the next time you feel a twinge of sensitivity in your teeth, take a moment to appreciate its profound history. You are feeling a sensation that has echoed across eons of evolution, a powerful reminder that before teeth were a predator's weapon, they were a window to the world.